That's the one-hitter quitters right there. Hit you one good time. That's why I work out. Because I want to be a bad motherfucker. Alright. So where do we start? Ooh, this leather seat is a little cold right now. We're gonna man up and take it. Alright, so where do I start? Where do I start? Over the next few weeks, I'm gonna make a series of videos talking about the bad side of fitness, the ugly side of this fitness game. See, how do I start this? What's more dangerous than a fake natty? Ask yourself, I'm asking you, what is more dangerous than a fake natty? And a fake natty, for those of you who don't know, who have been living under a rock, a fake natty is a person who claims to be a natural athlete, but in fact they're anything but. They take massive amounts of drugs, and then they lie in order to do what? Boost their reputation, for currency, to get likes on social media, sell you stuff with no regard for you as a person. That's what a fake natty is, in a nutshell. I can tack a few more things onto that, but that is what a fake natural person is. It's a dishonest person, a person who is willing to lie. And the overwhelming reason, the main reason why, money. See, they don't look at you as a person, a client. No, they look at you as a sucker, a fool, someone to be easily manipulated into believing anything, because they know there are people out there who just don't have the knowledge, the experience, the know-how. They're lacking. They have no idea. You know, there are people out there that you can tell them anything, they'll believe it. And see, these are the type of people that these dishonest people in the industry prey on. Now, people like Rich Piana versus people like well, I can say Rich Piana's name because he admitted that he was on steroids. But I'm not going to throw out any fake natties names, because right now we're in a very sensitive era. So if I were to throw out someone's name, they'd probably get the video flagged. But I'll leave it up to your imagination. A fake natural versus someone who just openly admits it. What's more dangerous? Who do you think is the more dangerous person? To be honest, I believe they're equally as dangerous, because of the fact that it all boils down to one, the person who is natty, who's keeping it real, they get kind of overshadowed over a person who's a fake natural, or a person who comes out and says, hey, I take this, that, and the other. And they just put it right out there. Now, channels like EnhancedAthlete, for instance, who openly promote drug usage, which I am against 100%. Channels like this, they promote drug usage. Rich Piana promotes drug usage, versus, I can't name, but fake natties who lie about it. But as you can see, they're obviously on something. See, Enhanced Athlete, I looked at his channel because I saw a video on this, and you know, it made me want to investigate myself, to go and just see the psyche of a person, to look in the eyes of someone who is completely unbothered by the fact that they're influencing thousands of people with their words. What's more dangerous, a weapon or words? Equally as dangerous, depending on the wielder. You can use a gun for self-defense, or you can use a gun for harming people unnecessarily. You can use words to uplift people, to inspire people, or you can use them to lie and manipulate and deceive people into believing anything you want to believe. You want them to believe. I think it's a horrible situation what we have going on here right now. This fitness industry is falling apart. You know, every day there's someone new coming into this arena that we're in. And all they want to do is lift weights. They want to know, what do I eat? What kind of supplements should I take? Should I even take supplements? What should I do? What kind of workout should I do? How many reps? How many sets? So many questions. You know, how do you work this part? How do you work this muscle, that muscle? How do you do this? Those are the people who are preyed upon. And it's far and few in between when it comes to how many people out there, like myself, are just guys just like you who just want to get in the game, work out, eat food, build muscle, and enjoy the journey. It's all about the journey. It's not about, for me, lifting weights and building muscle has never been about the ego. You know, I never had low self-esteem. Everyone has their insecurities, but I never had low self-esteem. So the people like me, you know, who don't have low self-esteem, we tend to be more honest versus a person who has very low self-esteem. They have all these arexias, like big anorexia and stuff like that, where they feel like I need to impress people. So I'm gonna do all these things to make myself look a certain way, and people just like me, just please. That's what they're begging for. They're begging for attention. See, and that's the sign of a weak mind. It takes a very weak individual to cheat, to use drugs, knowing that it has the possibility to not only harm you, but put you 6 feet in the dirt. See, and that's what a lot of these kids out there don't understand right now. It's like you have a smoker, for instance, smoking cigarettes. Person A versus person B. Person A may smoke cigarettes up until their 80s, die of old age in a rocking chair. Person B, they might smoke cigarettes for, I don't know, a year, a few years. All of a sudden they develop a cancer, they get a lump. Something happens. Now they're gonna die. You know, these things affect you in different ways. It might take that person B 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. They might be like, I was smoking for 10 years, and all of a sudden. See, and that's the thing. People know that there are no immediate effects from taking alternative fuel sources. So they say, okay, I'm gonna take it now. It's not gonna kill me if I take a shot. It's not gonna kill me if I, you know, take this much, take these pills. Just like a smoker, they know no one's ever smoked one cigarette and just died on the spot, I don't think, unless they were allergic to all the what do you call it? Carcinogens? Is that the right word? Whatever rat poisons and crap they put in these cigarettes, unless they were allergic to that, you know what I mean? Then they'll die like a person eating peanuts. Some people can't eat them. You eat them right there on the spot, you're gonna break out, your throat's gonna swell up, you're gonna die. So people don't get any immediate adverse effects from using these things, so they use them. And studies have shown that they do affect the brain. They really affect the brain. See, a lot of people go into it with this notion, I'm going to take a little bit. Just a little bit. It never works out that way. Because what happens is, you're getting into it for ego reasons in the first place. So, once you start taking it, you're going to see results. You don't even have to lift weights and you're going to see results. But you're going to start seeing results. You're going to say, you know what? I want to speed this thing up. Why not? I haven't gotten, like goes back to the whole thing, well, I don't feel any effects, I'm still alive. How about I take a little more? A little more. Up the dosage is what I mean by take a little more. And then they take more, And eventually, we all knows what happens. Now, it's crazy because I see people like Marc Lobliner. Like, he openly says, so I'll mention his name in this, he openly says stuff like, there's no studies that prove steroids kill anyone, which is utterly ridiculous because we all know that, like I said, taking a steroid one time is not going to kill you on the spot unless you like hit a vein, I guess, and it's in your bloodstream. I don't know. I never taken them, so maybe that doesn't do anything. If that doesn't do anything, hey, don't get mad at me. I've never taken them, so I don't know. I'm just assuming if you take it the wrong way, or if you take too much at the wrong time, something can happen to you. But most people, they take, I don't know, a few cc's, and then they're good. And then they go into the gym and they do their thing. Now, he says stuff like, there's no studies saying that that it kills anyone, right? Now, common sense would tell you that it's the side effects that occur from taking these steroids, from taking the growth hormone, the testosterone, the anavar, the DMP, DMT, BM, whatever that stuff is. I don't know half the names of these things. I'm studying a lot of them right now because I want to really dive in deep into this and just expose a lot of it as if it really needs exposing. But there are a lot of people who are going to fall victim to this stuff because we have guys like him saying that it doesn't hurt you, guys like EnhancedAthlete who openly promote this stuff, and they try to say, they give disclaimers, hey, just take a little bit. They always use the little bit notion, and you're going to be fine. They're advocating it to teens, which, as an adult, you shouldn't be taking this stuff, let alone a teen. But, it's a very dirty game. And, when I sit back and I look at it, I want to dig into the cerebral of these people and just really understand why. Are you so hard up for money that you would just get on your camera and promote these things? I can easily just be the person and just say, hey, you guys take this and take that, and you get a million subs, and promote this lifestyle, because there's a prestige behind the whole steroid thing. All the guys who come out, notice all the guys who come out and do it and they promote that whole thing, they always seem to gather a lot of attention at the expense of the people who are watching, because say if they get 100 people to watch, one of those persons are gonna try it, if not more. You get 1,000, you get 10,000. You're gonna get a few hundred people to try it because they see their favorite person that they idolize is doing it. So, I just want to really speak on this subject because I find it disturbing. When I watch these videos, I'm not only listening, but I'm looking at the people, and like with Marc Lobliner and the fake Natties, who pretend that they're on try to pretend that they're not taking anything, and then the guys who are open about it, like the rich Pianas and this and that EnhancedAthlete guy, and this other guy who made a video. He was pretty much ripping on Marc Lobliner, a new one, and that's what everyone's saying. Something Metrix, I don't know his name, I forgot his channel, but he's new to the game. He has like 100 subs, but this guy's openly taking stuff on camera, and it's disturbing because when you look into the eyes of someone to really understand the psyche and break them down, it's like something's missing, like a part of their soul is just not intact. It's like they don't give a damn about the people who are watching this and how it will affect them. They just simply do not care. The thing in the back of their mind is, will this get big? Will this give me attention? Will it give me likes? Will it ultimately give me money? So people need to understand at the end of the day, when you see these people promoting this stuff, it's not, it's not for you. It's not for your benefit. When these guys are saying, hey, take these low doses, it's not because they care about you taking it in a safe manner. It all leads to, in some way, it leads back to them getting paid. Rather, they're selling it on the side and trying to convince you on videos that it's safe and it's okay, or it's ridiculous. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I can go on and on about this, and it really pisses me off because I have a little brother, and you know, he works out and he's at the gym. He's telling me about, you know, I see these guys, they always walk up to him because he's like me. He's like naturally genetically gifted. So when people walk up to him in the gym, they're always asking him, "Hey man, what do you do? Are you taking something?" While there's guys, "Hey man, you can get bigger, quicker. You can do this." He's always being bombarded by someone. And like me, he has the wherewithal and the common sense to say, "Hey man, back the fuck up." You know, we're not rocking with that. You know, a lot of guys don't. A lot of guys are more eager. They have, you know, weaker personalities when it comes to this thing. It's hard for some people to say no. They're a little too curious, and they'll just go out and they'll do it. And then ultimately, they'll suffer the side effects. You know, if being in a hospital, hooked to a machine, clinging on to life doesn't scare you away, the possibility that you can end up in a box 6 feet in the dirt, maggot food. I mean, how many bodybuilders have died recently over the last few months, let alone the last few years? You know, how many? Tons of them. Why? Like I said, you got guys like Lobliner and these other guys saying it's not the steroids. He said this. I've seen it on film. He said it. Steroids don't kill anyone. There's no proof and there's no studies. Come on, man. They create these effects in your body. You take it. It's supposed to give you muscle. But it also does stuff to your heart, to your organs. It messes you up. Bottom line. Because when you take one thing, you have to take counter effects to it. You got to take estrogen blockers. And once you're taking this one thing, well, you say, well, damn, I'm already in the game. How about I take some of this? Well, if you take some of this, you got to take some of that. When you start putting all these compounds into your body, you're getting this muscle. And then next thing you know, your body is saying, hey, this is not supposed to be in here. Your pH levels drop. When your pH levels are in the low 30s and 20s, let's say like in the 20s, around the 24 range, when your pH levels drop, your body is susceptible to all sorts of cancers, all sorts of anything. Because all diseases is when your body is in not an alkaline state. When your body is in an alkaline state, you're healthy. When your body is in a acidic state, you're not in a healthy range. You can't be too alkaline. You can't be too acidic. You have to be balanced right there in the middle. You don't have to worry about getting any diseases. But when your body starts to fall into that negative, and you start to get acidic, when you're eating bad foods, when you're putting these compounds in your body, you're putting yourself in a position to get a disease. And what happens? All these guys in the bodybuilding game who are taking all these drugs, they always get that heart complication, enlarged heart. The valve, it deteriorates you. You're not supposed to be taking it. And it's not worth it, man. I mean, how big do you really want to get? You know, you got to understand something. Nobody cares. No one really cares at all. You show up, you know, wherever, you know, you go to flex up, wherever, you know, when people are taking this stuff, it's like, it's like you're trying to impress everyone. And it's like you have this idea that one day I'm just going to be in this position where I'm so buffed out, I'm just going to impress everyone. And yeah, they may be wowed for a minute. Wow, that guy's big. Wow, that guy's strong, you know. And then 10 minutes later, they're off on the next thing. No one really cares. But then you're stuck there with this massive muscular body and this deteriorating organs. And then what? You know, eventually you end up dead. And then you become a memory. You're lying in a box somewhere in a hospital for a while, clinging on to life, like some bodybuilders are right now currently. And eventually you end up in a box. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. But like, you know, most common sense, it goes right over people's heads. So I'm pretty sure maybe a few people might benefit from this video. And what I'll do is, since my channel is in that, you know, smaller stage, I'll probably have to rehash this video with the hologram sometime down the line, just to, you know, reiterate the fact that I want to keep pushing the narrative, which is the truth. You don't need steroids, you don't need anything to build muscle. All you need is hard work and determination, consistency, a balanced diet, nice set of weights. That's all you need. Doesn't even have to be the shiniest dumbbells. It could be some more raggedy dumbbells. When I got started, I had a backpack and some encyclopedias. You know, so hey, it's all you need, people. You know, there are not enough people out there who actually give a damn about other human beings who are willing to put this sort of information out there like that. I could easily be one of those guys, you know, who want, you know, if all my channel really blow up really, you know, extremely fast, I can just sell you a bunch of fluff. I can get on here and start promoting all this crap. You know what I'm saying? Get on a few cycles, bulk up really quick, and just be on here shredded 24/7, wowing the people with all these aesthetics. And then, you know, next thing you know, I'm the man. 100,000 subscribers, 200,000, 300,000. Next thing you know, I'm pushing 700,000. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the man now, at the detriment of everyone who's watching. But unlike some of these people, I actually have a soul in here, so I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna continue on my grind, build the muscle naturally, show you guys sometimes, hey, I got a little fat on the gut, because you gotta put a little fat on to get the power, to get the weight up. It's all a part of the game. It's all a part of the journey. It's a slow process, but every single day, if you have the right perception, it can be an amazing day. So, you know, I just wanted to throw that out there in the ether. Hopefully, the universe will let that latch on to a few of you like-minded people out there. And just be smart and don't fall victim to it. But I'm gonna end the video right here, everyone, with my classic. A little something for the flex. 100% natural. There might be people out there right now who's doubting. Get the abs in there. We're like, man, that dude's not natural. He's taking this. I've had people say shit like, man, he's taking trend, all that crap, man. Come on, really? I have money to burn on stupidity, man. I'd rather go buy a pack of chicken with some open pit barbecue sauce. Get muscle the real way. Get the abs in there. So with all that said, get to the gym. Do work. Muscle up.
My adversaries fly like hoes, fully eradicate my foes. My lyrics explode on contact. Came in you hoes, who else but mama's only son? But the phony niggas on the run. Say my name, watch bitches come.